If you need any Ultimate Team coins, head over to footcoinking.com. There's a link in the description, and if you use my discount code CHES, CHES, as you can see on screen, you'll get yourself an extra 5% off. Hey guys, how's it going? Chez back again with another episode of Luis Suarez's Road to Redemption. It's Saturday evening, we're into episode number 15, and we're doing quite well in Division 7 so far. 4 points from our opening 2 games. If you missed the last episode, there is an annotation or a link as an annotation in the bottom left hand side of your screen. We actually pulled Chris Smalling in a pack in the previous episode, so we said we'd give him a go today, and that is exactly what we're doing. We come up against a strong-ish side in the first game. Decent players, but not necessarily all on full chem. Clearly Cavani's just thrown in there, and players like Ramirez, Schürrle and Lamela are slightly out of position according to the actual position on their cards, but still a very, very strong side. But we were hoping to have a decent game if we possibly could, pushing on all the way through the divisions as quickly as possible, and we got in front as quickly as possible as well. Luis Suarez smashes one into the back of the net. After just 5 minutes, we find ourselves 1-0 up, and this guy started off very, very poorly indeed. He wasn't the best of players, and we were able to exploit that in the opening stages. Gaston Ramirez made it 2 after just 12 minutes. A good threaded through ball and a decent finish on his left foot, and he continues his strong goal scoring run. Maybe it's the extra strength link he gets from being the same nationality as Luis Suarez. Maybe the Uruguayans are particularly pulling together, but he hits the bar unfortunately there, and this is going to be one of the scrappiest, easiest goals you've ever seen. But Fellaini hits it on the volley on his left foot, and that's the first goal for him since he came into the club in yesterday's episode. The international man of the match, Fellaini, now grabs his first and our third. Gary Kay, who unfortunately doesn't quite get underneath that one, but Ramirez gives it a lovely strike. This is the Brazilian Ramirez, not the Uruguayan Ramirez, and we find ourselves 4-0 up after 48 minutes. Really good strike from Ramirez. Not something you'd see him do for Chelsea, and not something you'd see him do for Brazil either, but he'd rather be kicking people than balls the way he's been playing the past 12 months or so. But still, we were able to make it 4-0, but then he brought it back to 4-1. He made 3 changes and brought on Aubameyang, Raheem Sterling and Daniel Sturridge, I think, and he clearly just wanted to throw as much pace on as he possibly could, and Patrick Agyemang was actually going to get played through here. No idea how that free kick from all the way back in his own box just went straight to, not Agyemang, Aubameyang. I always call him Patrick Agyemang, and it's not, it's Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Fuck's sake, Ches. But still, no idea how that free kick went all the way through, and he was just able to bring it down and score straight away. It's ridiculous, but you never see that happen in real life, especially when he's got the pressure on him from a defender. But Ramirez almost gets another one for himself there. Unfortunately, well blocked, but Suarez is going to get his second, and of course that means we can open a pack, because we get a goal. We get a pack, rather, for every goal. He didn't get any of the assists, though, but we do get a 5-2 win. So very, very pleased with that, and we'll open 2 7.5k packs to reward ourselves for Luis Suarez's 2 goals. And the first one of which we're hoping to get another decent pool that will perhaps go into the first team. And unfortunately, Glenn Johnson, whilst being pacey, isn't that good, and I think I prefer the 2 that we've got in rotation at the minute, with that being Kyle Walker and Pablo Zabaleta. And then in the second pack, we unfortunately don't pull anyone of any real note. Andreas Sharvin, Robert Snodgrass and Ekdal. And then again, I'm going to put everything in the club, and it kicks me from Ultimate Team, as seems to be the pattern with every single pack I open on this account. But still going into the next game with exactly the same side. They did play very, very well in the last one, so it seems rather harsh to replace anyone. So I throw the same 11 into the next game, and we'll come up against an even stronger side than before. All Brazilian apart from Sami Eto'o up top, but he does have the links with Willian to the left hand side of him, which is probably the only reason why he doesn't have 100 chem, because Willian is playing up top as a striker, even though his card is a left winger. But Ronaldinho in there as well for that little bit of extra flair. Fernandinho and Paulinho with Ramirez holding. So it's a very strong side. Not the best of left backs in Fabio, and I was going to try and exploit that. But as you can see on the half hour mark, it took us quite a while to have the first chance. Luis Suarez strikes the bar, unfortunately, and it came back out. Now, one thing that was to be particularly noted from this guy's team is the fact that every single player was stupidly tired. And as it got further and further into the second half, it just became an easier and easier game. So much more easy to create chances, one of which was taken there by Luis Suarez himself. Rises up, powers the header into the back of the net, and we get ourselves a pack. And then we're hoping to extend the lead just a couple of minutes later, actually. You see again, Asp is going to play a nice lob through ball towards Gaston Ramirez. He's got, not Gaston Ramirez, it's actually Ramirez. Ramirez finds Gaston Ramirez, and he finds Antonio Valencia on his own on the far side. Rifles it into the back of the net, and that makes it 2-0 in the 65th minute. 2 goals in the space of 3 or 4 minutes give us a convincing lead. And we're actually going to get another chance here. Poor pass straight to Marouane Fellaini. He's going to give it a whack on his right foot. Unfortunately, hits the bar, and that's the second time we hit the bar in this game. Could have had 4 goals. Instead, we only have the 2, but that is all we needed to get the win. FC Muslim 0, International Man the Match, Suarez Road to Redemption Man Game Team Name Thing 2. So we'll open a pack for the 1 goal that Luis Suarez got. Fingers crossed again we can pull something decent. Although I never have the best of hopes when we open packs. And we do actually get a BPL player in Ben Foster, but not good enough to go into the side. Ava Benega and Helder Postiga as well. Everything to the club and kicks from Ultimate Team. So let's have a look at Luis Suarez's overall record. I'll bring that up on screen in just a second. But that's going to bring this episode to a close, guys. Thank you very much for watching. There was an important episode of My Player uploaded earlier on today, so check the channel page for it if you missed it. Big decision to make in that one. And as you can see, Luis Suarez has scored 35 goals in 28 games. So he's doing very, very well. We're doing very, very well. Scoring goals, getting wins, getting promoted, adding additions to the side. Thank you very much for watching. Look, drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already. Links in the top right and in the description to do so. Check the channel page for anything you may have missed, whether it's this series, the My Player, or the Dortmund Career Mode. Links to Twitter and Instagram in the description as well as FootCoin King for your Ultimate Team coins. And I will see you next time.